setup here, trying to reverse the pressure.
Zach has used pretty much every cooldown. Both members in crowd control. This is dangerous for Majidin. Unending Resolve may not be enough if they can continue the chain. If they don't land the Ring of Frost, Jamili needs to secure a Polymorph, but he's feared away. They're trying to stall Polymorph as long as possible. They have a full blind with no way out.
Good night.
Majidin interrupted, and this should be a KO for M2KC in game 1. Majidin falls. And M2KC looking solid with their main composition. Valido try and maintain Rubcup's mana. I think that's what their game plan is they go for another attack, but Zach was in bear farm, and he was ready for the stun. Is it going to matter? It might not matter.
Is it going to matter?
Very low on health. Gladiator Safeguard. Where's the spell steal? Doesn't look like they have it. They're going to have to try and burn through it. They force Ironbark as well. Perhaps if they just keep tunneling them, they outright kill him. Zach is having a hard time.
Yeah, I mean, this is a nightmare situation for Zach. Anti-magic zone drops out, but Jamili's going to be ready with that spell steal, and Zach, he's still in so much trouble. Kidney Shot will seal the deal.
Up again on his Divine Steed, securing the Hammer of Justice. Triple crowd control. Solid push from M2KC.
Yeah, Majidin's going to be in so much trouble. Dive of the Sword comes in. Maledict just soaking up all of those heals. Dark Iron Door Fireblood will remove the Maledict and allow Majidin to receive just a little bit of healing, but the crowd control is not over. Garrote Silence over onto Zach. Do they have follow-up? Ironbark and Avatar, surely enough to keep Majidin alive, but that was a huge trade from Resurgent, a great offensive push, and you can see M2KC, they've got the Vendetta rolling, but they have to keep Jamili alive. He's got no ice block. Rubcup trades out the ultimate sacrifice, but they just might win with the Hammer of Justice on Zach. The damage is just too much for him to heal through. Majidin falls, M2KC advance, and they're looking strong.
Grayson's looking great on the Death Knight, and this was an awesome blind pick by them. They know that all the other teams in the competition expect them to play Mage Druid, so they play the antithesis of it to try and counter the counter pick, and that's a great move by Get Your Boy Dog, and I think they're going to be able to take game number 1 quite quickly. This is the fastest I think the move have been taken down in a game in some time. WizKay hovering on 10%, blowing through most of his defensive lineup. Absterge continues to be crowd controlled. Touch of Death is about to explode. Triple leg sweep, and this should be a KO for WizKay. Huge hits coming in, and Get Your Boy Dog smash the move.
Up right now with that Ironbark, and does manage to do so. Looks like Grayson is going to be able to stabilize at 10% dampening. Jellybeans bounces his health to full with the Temporal Shield. Still just running, still just hiding, and the move, they're implementing the right strategy. Do damage, don't die. Grayson's getting low. Flop really can't keep him alive, and he does fall.
So low, dampening so high. This game easily coming to its conclusion very shortly. Absterge is crowd controlled first. This could be the ice block from Jellybeans, likely the last for him in the match. Absterge is Cyclone. How is Jellybeans going to hold on? He polymorphs Baby Cakes. He interrupts Grayson, but Baby Cakes rolls over and connects. Big damage. Ice block forced, and it's still an even game. Peekaboo's trying to tilt it in his favor. 16 seconds until Ironbark. Vendetta in 5. Peekaboo can easily be the MVP here in these next couple of seconds with overwhelming pressure, but Absterge getting caught in a polymorph. Devastating moment for Jellybeans. They were just seconds away from killing Grayson with Vendetta, and they're going to fall in game 3.
Have uptime on Jellybeans. The further and further the Rogue Mage get ahead, the harder it will be for him to catch up. Flop almost out of mana. The Safeguard comes in, spell stolen by Jellybeans, looking for the kill. Grayson running, Vortex back into line of sight. Jellybeans just has such an advantage. Smoke Bomb comes in. Surely this will be matched. You can even see this, the rafts coming in from Absterge, essentially wanding him at the end of that game. Beautiful stuff.
Explode to Touch of Death in the cup prior. He needs to be careful to measure that damage. They've got such a huge lead. They can't afford to throw. Jellybeans is going to block before the Touch of Death. Baby Cakes can carry the team, assuming that Grayson can stabilize. No. It doesn't look like he's going to be able to stabilize. Jellybeans is owning him, counterspelling him on Frost. Baby Cakes goes for the Touch of Death. Absterge is in a poly. This could be a KO. Jellybeans is on hypothermia and can't block. Grayson can die at the same moment. Both mages in trouble. Jellybeans falls first. Peekaboo has to kill Grayson in these next couple of seconds. He interrupts the heals, but he gets crowd controlled by the paralysis. Absterge needs to get crowd control. He stuns Flop. Peekaboo can't get in the fight. He gets dispelled. If he can stay on target, Flop's out of Cloud9, I would say, have been in a confident position for most of game number 1. I'm not sold on this Rogue Warlock Shaman. I think this could just be the end of the game. Nick needs to do something quick to save Burn. He's burning down on any resolve. Not available for 4 more seconds and interrupted. This should be game over.
And Corlix almost is completely tapped on mana. There's the polymorph. Burns in a kidney shot. I think that's the end of the game. How does Burn hold on? Shadow Fury lands looking for a fear, but the Cyclone on Corlic should be the final nail in the coffin. Maybe he can actually live. No, Wealthy Man closes it out, and this is how we expect this matchup to play out.
Likely find a kill or force even more significant cooldowns. 3 seconds before that cooldown is available, Cloud9 are jumping in, securing crowd control on Corlic. Snuts gets Mortal Coiled away. Burn trying to stall as long as possible for Corlic to get out of the Cyclone. Snuts still a bit reluctant to pull the trigger on that Vendetta just yet, perhaps waiting for a smoke bomb. They interrupt the Shadow Fury. Gladiator's Maledict gets the spell, but Corlic with a big mistake, getting caught in a polymorph from Wealthy Man. This could just be the end of the match. The Gladiator Safeguard drain life from Burn. Corlic gets sapped as he tries to come into the smoke bomb. Beautiful plays by Snuts as he sets up the ultimate crowd control chain to 3-0 No Name. It works against the Paladin Mage, but against the Druid Mage, there's a lot more buffs to work through. It may net them victory, though. Samayam's just outright dead. The
What
boys
just
are gonna
happened?
clean up Method Orange in less than 3 minutes.
Chun-Li holds on as he moves forward with the Ride the Wind. Leg sweep now secured on Samayam. We got the Temporal Shield. Sacrifice trades out from Sea-Doo, but they are just pushing through. Samayam's going to be in some trouble. Smexen trying to stay on target. Chun-Li getting... Oh, he's got the Karma. Can he get the Touch of Karma off?
Bob
Gets it off on Sea-Doo. Bubble comes in. Nice plays. And Method Orange exploiting the fact that Chun-Li's Touch of Karma...
Thuganomics is desperate. If he doesn't tank any of this damage, it's likely they can push him over in the near future.
Yeah, Thuganomics lands fear on Trill. Trill trades out his Karma. Now there's 2 vulnerable targets. Sam's got no Ice Block for 2 minutes. Trill's got no Touch of Karma. Chun-Li might actually make a swap, but he's just going all in. He's got the Touch of Death roll in. Samayam, how are you going to survive? He gets exploded. Good night, Sam. Struggling. Smexen all over him. Chun-Li lands. Temporal Shield's there. Samayam, can you hold on? He's trying to kite away. The boys just seconds away from potentially closing out the game. If they can take down Sea-Doo, they can send them to the lower bracket. Might be able to do it. Samayam holds on. Ice Barrier trades out Sea-Doo, though. Look at him. He is just completely tapped. He has no mana. Touch of, or Blessing of Protection comes in. Samayam's actually going to be able to survive a little bit longer.
Sea-Doo gets swapped to. He's got no mana. He needs a Vision of Perfection proc right now. If he doesn't get one right now, I don't know if he can keep this going. His entire team is just dead. The boys have all of the momentum. Sea-Doo stunned up. Sam is likely to fall in the bash. Divine Favor. One little heal from Sea-Doo at 30% dampening. Sam teetering on the edge right now. Sea-Doo in crowd control. Chun-Li with 100% uptime. Sam pops a Temporal. Sea-Doo's trying to buy him. It's a Vision of Perfection proc. Sea-Doo gets the big heals with the Avenging Crusader, and it might add enough damage that they can actually kill Smexen. Ironbark needs to be enough. Vision Perfection's going to be fading shortly for Sea-Doo. He can't stabilize Sam. Chun-Li is still just owning him. How is Sea-Doo going to keep this going? Avenging Crusader still active.
They're going to kill him. They're going to kill him. Max is getting so low. No way! Method Orange did a miracle. A complete miracle. They turned it around. Take down Smexen. Unbelievable. And this is why, this has to be why Sea-Doo is focused on the Holy Paladin.
Perhaps a bit of a blunder. Now Smexen in trouble. Goreki's interrupted. The Paladin Windwalker Death Knight is looking deadly.
Method Orange is looking like their old self at this point. They have pressure all over the place. They know exactly what they're doing in this matchup. Smexen's low, Chun-Li's low. You can see Goreki, his mana is not doing great. He's in a Hammer of Justice. He's got no Trinket. Method Orange doing a great job, and they take down Smexen. They actually
How
do
did they
it.
do that?
Method Orange looks so good in that game.
To deny him Summer Finals, deny him BlizzCon.
Yeah, and he's looking to do that, just that, after the move fell earlier today. Now MTKC already having a point lead with about 40 points. Prior to this, are looking to increase that and really put the pressure on the move next cup.
All right, Subtlety Rogue from Nick. He's been playing this time and time again, and I feel like Zico has complimented it almost every time we've seen it. Initially, we see a lot of damage on Jamili. He's going to have to block right away.
That wasn't any cooldowns. I mean, look, Nick has everything, Burn has everything.
Subtlety Rogue is the counter.
Maybe it is. I mean, Jamili right now, that's a little bit of trouble.
sub before?
They swap over onto Corlic, though. Big damage here. He's in so much trouble. I think he was on Forbearance. I think he actually used Blessing of Protection on a blind, and they just all in delete him. Take down Jamili.
Into the Hammer of Justice, both Burn and Jamili in a bit of trouble here at this moment in time. Can they get the Cauterized here on Jamili? They need the tiniest bit more damage. They get it! They get the sacrifice from Rubcub as well. Significant cooldowns forced from M2KC. No Name just need to stabilize their defense, and they're looking good, but So far, their defense is looking pretty shaky.
Oh,
help,
kick.
and a kick is going to secure the kill.
Rub Cup trades out his Divine Shield. Smoke Bomb drops out. Jamili looking for a spell steal on that Gladiator. Safeguard lands the Polymorph on Korlik. Meteor comes crashing in. Burn still somehow barely alive. Lands the Shadow Fury. Double Dragon Spell shuts that down. Nicely done by Jamili. And Korlik just in complete panic mode. How is he going to keep this Warlock up?
I'm so surprised that Burn is even still alive at this point in time. Korlik breaks out of the stun on any resolve, just becomes available, but Jamili's trying to poly Korlik. He can't heal and avoid poly at the same time. He tries to reposition, jumping down off the ramp. Jamili looking to pursue after him. Gets the polymorph, and I mean, this has to be the end of the game. There's nothing left for Burn, and the Mew Mew Kitty Cats are looking marvelous in game number 3. A touch of death off, immediately removing that damage while Flop sets for a drink. Chun-Li looks to stop it, rolling over with the spinning crane kick and denies the drink. Flop now in crowd control. Baby Cakes and Grayson both in trouble. Smexen equally so. Cross kill written all over game 1, likely.
Yeah, we will see what is Smexen going to be able to do. Grayson has his Icy Veins and they're not on him. He's just spamming Frostbolts. Big damage, bash on Gorecki. Smexen, how are you going to live this one? Anti-Magic Shell in just 3 seconds. There's a stun on Baby Case. Is he going to fall? Smexen goes down. Baby Case, can he hold on with a Polymorph on Chun-Li?
Takes evasions to stay alive, but Grayson doesn't have that. No Iron Bark. Flop has Innervate, but even the free heals might not be enough. Temporal Shield is rolling. Grayson's absorbing all the damage. He's going to heal back. Baby Cakes now with nothing. Smexen very low. A pre-anti-magic zone onto the kidney. Trinkets out. Chun-Li goes all in for the kill as well, but now Smexen cycloned at low health. And this could be devastating if any crowd control rotates onto Gorecki. Counterspell available. Smexen is just getting crushed under all of this damage at the moment. Get your boy dog looking good. No, Smexen's recovering. Flop moves in, gets the bash. Smexen, how are you still alive? Baby Cake's trying to connect, but the Ring of Peace is preventing him. He shadow steps over, lands the stun with a Cyclone secured. This should be it. Get your boy dog moved to match point. Yeah.
There's the full blind. What percentage of dampening are we at? 36% dampening. Full Ring of Frost. Thugonomics, how are you going to get out of this one? He's trying to counter pressure with Chaos Bolts. He gets interrupted. There's really nothing he can do in this situation. But Gorecki gets out of the crowd control. Finally, another Cyclone lands by Flop. Chun-Li getting controlled. Mage, Druid, Domination. Cyclone right now on Thugonomics. And this is just looking like a complete and utter disaster for the boys. Get your boy dog. They're about to close out this game. I would imagine. I don't know how Thugonomics is still alive. Finally, a counterspell lands, and for the last 30 seconds of that game, Get Your Boy Dog was in the driver's seat.
He has enough damage to take Wealthy Man down, and for the first time ever, beat C9 here.
Yeah, I mean, it's the purges coming in from Sea-Doo. This is all in offense. NA Zug Zug going for the kill on Wealthy Man. Cubsy, he has no mana. He can't keep up. Windshare from Sea-Doo, and Method Orange have won the first game.
2 members of the team are low, and Trill with Serenity in another minute. It's going to be a big threat. Touch of Death in 30 seconds. Mez is trying to really do some damage here with the Abomination activated, making a big push. Unfortunately, it's sitting in a Frost Nova. Defensive blind, panic mode for Cloud9 onto Trill to try and stall, but how much longer can they stall? Cubsy is just completely out of mana. Ice Barrier absorbing some of this damage, but now Cubsy continues to get crowd controlled into the paralysis, and Wealthy Man is taking unhealable damage, and Method Orange have done it. They've cracked the code.
Trill has his Trinket, has his Touch of Karma coming up in 10 seconds. Wealthy Man is not looking great. Mez is all over him. A lot of damage. Mez is just looking to solo him in that hypothermia. Temporal Shield might just tick, and it's going to keep him alive for how much longer here, Van?
That's a really good question. We'll have to see. Cubsy doing everything he can, but Trill trades up the Touch of Karma. Wealthy Man, are you going to make the block? Are you going to play out the offensive play? He does. He blocks the Touch of Karma. This is a dangerous move from Wealthy Man, but it might pay off. Sea-Doo gets caught into the full blind. I like that play from Wealthy Man. Cloud9 puts a point on the board.
To be the case that Method Orange are switching targets, going after Snuts much more as a priority to try and protect Sea-Doo. If they can get them off Sea-Doo and allow him to utilize those purges, that's going to enable Method Orange a lot more potential to win the match.
Yeah, that unfortunate Paralyze broke right there. They were trying to go for that Paralyze Capacitator Totem combo we were talking about a little bit earlier. Sea-Doo now in a lot of trouble here. Bash, but it's DR, Cubsy. Might still force out the Spirit. Actually, he doesn't have the Spirit Link Totem. Sea-Doo might just go down here in a lot of trouble, exiting the anti-magic zone's defense, and Cloud9 tying up the series. I feel like Mez should have just used anti-magic shell there, and Trill should have just trinketed aggressively. Now comes out the touch of karma before the kidney shot. Nicely done right there, but Wealthy Man is recovering. Ice block on a 45-second CD. He has temporal shield. Cubs, he has his Iron Bark again. They can't afford to drag on the game for too long. Meth and Orange is letting the game pass through their grasp. They need to connect onto Wealthy Man. Sea-Doo lobbing out the lava burst. Cubsy taking quite a bit of damage here as well, just passively from that Fist of Fury. Trill in a lot of trouble here. Sea-Doo doesn't have the Spirit Link totem. How are you going to keep him alive, Sea-Doo? Snuts with the kidney shot onto Sea-Doo. Do they have any follow-up? Beautiful leg sweep. Trill is looking to claim the game, and he does it.
He does it, but is it enough? Trill still low.
Yeah, but I think he's going to be fine.
He's
okay.
It looks like he's okay. Well, Method Orange. I mean, surely they've done it, right?
Polymorph, he can't connect. Cubsy's going to sit through the blinds totally fine, I think. Potentially not if the damage is still there. Roasty Shadow stepping in. Rubcub moving across, looking for potentially a reset on the Hammer of Justice. He needs to get a stun as soon as possible before the Gladiator's Medallion. If he can get a Hammer of Justice any second now, Wealthy Man will fall. Maybe he doesn't even need it. This is insane damage right now. Rubcub going to use Sacrifice to break crowd control and get on target. Looking for that Hammer, laying down the law, laying down the smack here in game one. M2KC race against the temporal clock. Can they kill Wealthy Man before it goes off? It doesn't even heal for anything. If we see the Iron Bark active, is that even going to be enough? M2KC dealing devastating damage, but Cloud9 deny.
Snuts is the only reason why Wealthy Man is still alive here. Jamili, unfortunately, missing that Ring of Frost there as well means that Cubsy should still be able to keep him alive.
Oh my. Okay.
He's just gonna go down to this sheer pressure.
It wasn't even combustion. Yeah, they're looking to make an offensive push. Wealthy Man polymorphing up Jamili. They kind of realizes that they can just survive this Avenging Crusader. Rubcub's got nothing. He's got no mana. He's got no ultimate sacrifice. They're going to be in a prime position. Jamili with no ice block as well. Wealthy Man just has to hold on. A meteor lands. Jamili getting a little bit low. One Gladiator's Maledict lands. Wealthy Man, this could easily be a second ice block, and they're literally just killing Wealthy Man with a Hammer of Justice. It's just Hammer of Justice on Cubsy with a Gladiator's Maledict, but it looks like Jamili could easily fall. Temporal Shield as well as his Cauterized proc. I think Jamili should be able to survive. Rubcub using the Divine Shield to get out of blind, but Rubcub just has no mana. I think Snuts at this point is just going to be able to solo him. Cloud9 take advantage of the big map. Position. Cubsy gets interrupted. Wealthy Man taking a little bit of damage. Keep in mind, Wealthy Man, he still has no ice block. He's in some trouble as well. If Cubsy gets caught in any crowd control, I mean, Cubsy has no mana. Wealthy Man could easily fall in this situation. Then M2KC with just raw damage could win the game. They used a lot of their offense defensively. Wealthy Man still just rotting down low. He's barely holding on. Snuts trying to take Jamili down, puts him in a kidney shot. Cubsy doing everything he can to keep Wealthy Man alive, sitting down for a drink, but if he gets denied, I think Wealthy Man's going to easily fall, but he's getting away with it, potentially. I don't know if he can really recover. Smoke Bomb drops in by Snuts. Nicely done, denying any damage Jamili can put out. Spell Steal comes in. That's going to be enough for Jamili to survive, and Wealthy Man once again on the back foot.
Most importantly, I think the Smoke Bomb stopped Jamili from spell stealing the Blessing of Protection back, keeping Wealthy Man alive for a second longer, but that second is now over. Rubcub laying down the hammer once again here in game number 3.
That was the every man for himself from Wealthy Man. Roasties just got his smoke bomb back. There's a blind over onto Cubsy. They could easily take down Wealthy Man with a smoke bomb. I think he's gonna go for it here. Let's see. Jamili didn't activate his combustion. I really wanted to see a smoke bomb play right there. No Iron Bark as well. I really think they could have just won the game at the back of that, but it might not matter. Ring of Frost fully secured. There is the Vendetta. There is the combustion. Wealthy Man, how are you going to survive here? 1% HP, and he is gonna go down. Disrespect Smoke Bomb from Roasties. M2KC is going to the finals. Evan Rookie is getting my call.
Spirit Link Totem. Trill has to hold on another 13 seconds for his Touch of Karma. I don't know if Rubcub has a Blessing of Protection available. It doesn't look like it, but Jamili's in some trouble. He might just fall. The over-aggression from Jamili could cost him the game, but no. M2KC, they're continuing their offensive push. Trill trades out the Touch of Karma on Jamili. Unfortunately, he's not going to be able to block it in this situation. And now, Jamili on the back foot. He's going to be looking to retreat. try to create some space. Sea-Doo trinkets out of the blind, and now a big offensive push from Method Orange.
Serenity active from Trill. This could just be the game here. Jamili, what are you going to do? He is not going to do anything because Trill is going to take him down.
Needs to be worried about a blink counter spell. He's trying to fake cast it. Jamili isn't falling for it. Rubcub gets leg swept. We see Method Orange making another swap. Rubcub with limited options here. Pops the Avenging Crusader. Trill tries to use Fist of Fury to parry the attacks. Mez stuns him up for another second, but I don't think they're going to be able to find the kill. Mez is trying to save Trill, dropping the anti-magic zone for the stun. This is the only thing keeping Trill alive, even for a couple of moments. They pop off the Karma and immediately annihilate Trill.
To make sure that Rubcub doesn't get a drink here. Cheap shot by Roasties, followed up by a full polymorph by Jamili. Mez is in big trouble. Uses his trinket to get out of that one. Roasties has to trade his Cloak of Shadows. Trill, it's time to be aggressive here. Yeah, I want to see Trill just go after Rubcub in this situation. They just used the kidney shot. Mez is the obvious target. They're going to grip in Jamili. Double blinding sheet into the double leg sweep. Jamili now taking the brunt of the damage. This could be his ice block. Roasties, though, getting cleaved down here as well. Activates the feint. There is the Hand of Sacrifice. Sea-Doo in a Hammer of Justice. Jamili looking to close, and the M2KC is going to take game number 3.
To see to get the tiniest bit, maybe enough to extend this all the way to finish it. Rubcub stunned up thanks to the reverse magic of Trill. Now in a bit of trouble. Divine Favor, if he gets dispelled on it, it could be over. He doesn't get dispelled on it. Big hit from Rubcub. He's going to be A-OK. Avenging Crusader procking. Iron Bark from Sea-Doo. Will it be enough here? Dampening starting to ramp up. Trill gets instantly interrupted by Roasties once again on that I-beam. Very important to limit that damage output from Trill. Rubcub has Gladiator's Maledict stacked up on him very high. Doesn't look like he has the mana to dispel it. It's looking like he's likely to go down.
Shield.
Why did he use Blessing of Protection over Divine Shield? He's just going to die to the magic damage. Big mistake by Rubcub. Method Orange tie it up.
Trill has to be really aggressive. Grapple weapon comes out. Rubcub in huge trouble still. Might have to use that Hand of Protection. And there it is on the asphyxiate.
Need a purge.
Here comes the purges from Sea-Doo, but he has a lot of catch-up to do.
Yeah, Mez is really low. Can they take him down? How's he going to keep himself alive? He's got the anti-magic zone. The smoke bomb drops down. There's just no heals. Polymorph snuck in there by Jamili, and M2KC take Mez down. Sing of Freedom, he's trying to run, he's trying to hide, he gets out of line of sight, but he's just got nothing. And now Roasties is really vulnerable. Mez can turn his attention there as Trill just stays on top of Rubcub, manages to find it, but at the same time, Sea-Doo gets caught in a sap. Mez in dire straits, he's all by himself. Anti-magic shell, darkness gets dropped out. Mez might be able to hold on with those defensive abilities. Sea-Doo finally out of crowd control, has to wait for the Iron Bark, but Rubcub in a bash. He is so vulnerable in this position. I think M2KC, they're gonna lose this match. Rubcub, if he can hold on, it's gonna be absolute miracle. Trill dispels the Divine Favor, interrupts Rubcub. Rubcub's still out of line of sight. How is he alive? Trill can't believe it at this point. Finally gets to his target and ties up this series.
Yeah. The one guarantee is that Ruins of Lordaeron on match point would be a fitting final.
Thank you, production. Thank you so much. They seem to have saved us a little bit there.
I didn't quite get that.
What was that, Sid?
Oh, well. I think he said that we're in for a great game here. We're going to be going up. Game 7.
Ruins of Lordaeron, who is it going to be? This is going to be quite a high-intensity game for Sea-Doo, most certainly.
Yeah, this is going to be an explosive match. Do not look away at any moment. As soon as Sea-Doo reveals himself, it's going to be an all-in pain train from M2KC. It's going to be up to Mez and Trill to keep him alive. If they can do it, I mean, obviously it's going to be great for Method Orange, but he's already caught in a kidney shot. Here we go, M2KC, they're looking to get aggressive early on. Anti-magic zone trades. Sea-Doo uses Bark Skin and Iron Bark to stay alive through this initial assault.
Yeah, and that was also the anti-magic zone from Mez Trails for the Vendetta, but Sea-Doo needs to make distance right now between him, Rubcub, and Roasties. The longer he stays in, the more he's going to die. Rosita Jones taking a lot of damage here. We can see Trill is running that rain from above talent. Sea-Doo in huge trouble here. Darkness gets traded out. Trinket overlap. It's not looking good for Method Orange. Sid.
This is the Mew Mew kitty cat style, all aggression all the time, and they are going to outright crush Method Orange in less than a minute.
Yeah, okay, I was wrong. M2KC, that seemed like a pretty safe pick. They destroyed Sea-Doo through every single corner. We were almost saying that they were overlapping, and they just died through it.
So you still think that if he played right, he would have lived? Because that looked pretty hopeless, I'm not going to lie.